Good evening, guys. It's your girl, Vivian V, with an interesting video, kama kawaida. So, guys, today is an interesting day. It's actually an interesting evening. So, remember, I promised you guys that every once in 2 weeks, I'm going to have a sitting, at least with one of my friends or just one of the people that I meet, and they're going to expand more, and we're going to just have a 2-3 minutes talk or interactions, and they're going to explain and maybe tell you how it is here in Canada. The title is Life in Canada. So without wasting your time, I would like to bring a guest in, and we're going to just talk, and maybe you're going to have an understanding of how life goes in Canada, and we're just going to chat, and nothing more, nothing special like that. We're just going to chat and get to know each other, and I hope you're going to appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining me, and for the before we go to that, guys, before we go to that, I'd like you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit it, put on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I'm uploading a video. And if you have subscribed to my channel, what I can tell you guys is thank you, and thank you so much. Just continue following me, and we're going to do a great things. So guys, without have a guest, are you ready, guys? Are you ready? So this is a friend of mine for some time now, and I'm going to let him introduce himself. His name is Hans, but I'm going to let him introduce himself. Hello and welcome. Say hello to the camera.
Hello. My name is Hans.
Yeah, his name is Hans. So we're just going to talk. We're just going to have a few minutes talk, and so Hans, how do you like Canada?
I like Canada a lot.
Yeah?
I've been here most of my life.
Wow. Like how long?
34 years.
34 years. I have been here about just 2 years,
Yes.
give or take. And wow. Anyway, today it's not so much about me, but wow, I like it so far. Even though I just came around the pandemic time, and so things were not so running, like the social life was down there. But I think right now things are, opening up. I saw that, I just realized that they've already removed, people are not wearing the mask right now. Oh, what's your take on that?
It's about time.
It's about time, yeah? Yeah, people are tired. Are tired with, covering their faces and all that. And I think it's a good thing. That now we're no longer wearing the masks. And we were feeling like as if we were in a, kind of like a jail. So do you think that also the restaurants, they're going to allow us to go in without the passport?
I believe so. I understand that's coming up on April 8th, I think.
Oh, around April, yeah?
Yes.
8th. Oh,
maybe.
Okay, maybe.
We never know, because
They might.
the way things have been going, they said it was okay to gather together, and then they said it was okay not to wear the mask, and then they bring it back.
Yeah, I remember there was a time they had stopped it, then they brought it back. They said guys started getting sick and all that. So do you think they're going to do the same thing?
I sure hope not.
Okay, and I think right now most of the people are vaccinated. I think more than 3/4 most likely.
That's possible.
That's possible. Oh wow. But anyway, I'm happy not to wear a mask, and especially right now we're going to summer, so the mask will be a really hectic, like because of the heat and all that. When it was winter, I think it was okay with me because it was keeping me warm. It was keeping me warm, but right now, it's starting to get hot. Even though we're not yet deep into summer. I mean, the time just changed.
Yes.
The other day, I think a week ago,
Yeah.
right? And so the weather has been great, even though today it has been a little bit rainy and all that. But let's get away from that a little bit. So, how do you love Canada? Being here for 34 years, wow.
It's been a journey.
It's been a journey. How is the journey?
It's been very interesting for sure. It's very different
Okay.
from my home country,
Okay. Oh, where is your home country?
Denmark.
Oh, you come from Denmark. You're a Danish.
A Danish.
Oh, nice, nice. How do you say nice to meet you in Danish?
Oh, I wasn't ready for that question.
Okay, sorry. I know. It just came out of me random. But
Det er rart at møde dig.
Diola Damuda. So guys in Kenya, Diola Damuda. Did I say it right?
It's close.
Oh, close. Okay, I'll just stop it there.
Very good for first attempt.
Oh, very good for first attempt. Bravo to me. Bravo to me. Yeah. So, what kind of work do you do?
I've been working in construction
In construction. Wow.
for
So you
18 years.
for 18 years.
Yeah.
Wow. They say guys in construction. I mean, they have they've kept shape. Like like construction is like a second gym. Is that true?
For some guys, maybe.
Or maybe it depends
It
which
depends
area.
Depends on what you do for. I'm one of the guys that don't actually have to work so hard when it comes to physical work.
Oh wow, you're privileged. Or
Or
maybe I think you're in a top rank or something.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's I do the type of job where I have to read the blueprints
Oh wow,
and
like an engineer or something?
not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite.
But not so
The
far
en-
from there.
The engineer is the one that designed the blueprints.
Oh, they designed the
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Okay.
or design the building and make sure that that there's enough steel in the
Concrete.
concrete and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wow, I think that's interesting, and I think construction is also a very wide and broad,
yes.
like it has so many different kind of departments.
Yeah.
Also, if I may say. And so, what kind of buildings like do you guys deal with? Do you deal like with homes, apartments, or do you deal like with the residentials, like the skyscrapers? Like what?
I built high rises or skyscrapers or
The skyscrapers
yeah,
or the high rise here?
high rises. Yeah.
Oh, wow! That's interesting. Like which has been the highest,
The tallest building.
the tallest building that you've been?
I think the tallest building I've done was the very top of the roof was at 675 feet above sea level.
675 feet. Like how many floors?
It was 38 floors.
38 floors.
With the roof being level 39. Yeah.
So that's like 39 floors, right? Is it safe to say so?
Yeah.
Yes.
38.
And so with this kind of a tall building, like it's interesting to know that like so you work like under a contract. So how long does it take to even finish that kind of a tall building like that? 5 years?
No, that building took just around 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Wow, guys. I remember like in Kenya, guys, if a building like is taking if a building has commenced, if they started to build, like a 10th floor building would even take like 5 years. Guys, comment down below and let me know if you think so. Like a building could take very, very long back home, and it's not even long. It's not even, like a tall building, or like the sky scraper. But so that building, that specific building, like took you like 3 years, 2 years,
2 years, yeah.
2 years, and it was complete. Were they offices or what?
2 years for my crew to be there.
Okay.
The crew that was responsible for pouring all of the concrete.
Yes,
from top to bottom.
okay.
It was 5 floors
Mhm.
of parking.
Oh,
So five
basement?
floors, five
So-
floors underground.
Okay.
And
5 underground, just the basement, like 5.
Yeah.
Underground.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 38 floors above ground.
38 floors. Wow.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 40, 42, 43 there. Like, wow.
But once
And
with
2 years.
what happened is, in a building like that, it takes a little more than 1 year to get like
Everything.
out of the ground. And on the particular building I was working on was up to level 4
Yes.
was different, but
Yes.
then from level 4 we hit what we in the industry call typical.
Wow.
So that means that every floor after level 4 in the particular building I was building and working on
Yeah.
was every 2 floors was the same. So level 5 and level 7 was the same,
Yes.
and then level 6 and level 8 was the same, all the way to level 32.
Wow.
And then after level 32 a few things changed.
Okay.
But the floor plan all the way from level 4 to level 32 was the same. The only thing that was different on the uneven levels
Yes.
was the windows was 2 floors.
Okay.
So the one level is what's called a pass by, and so it's the only difference on the floor was on the uneven floors. It was 6 inches more in where the windows is gonna pass by.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah.
I find your work being so interesting. I mean, when I hear about construction, what comes into my mind first is the handiwork. I've always known, of course, it consists of so much, like the architecture, like the foreman, being in the site and having to delegate what people are going to do, like the yeah, I think it consists so much. But whenever I hear about construction, what I just comes into my mind is just you know just the like the stones, like I don't know how to put it, really. I don't know how to put it, but wow, that's nice to hear. That's nice to hear about a little bit about like the construction, and how long you've been. So the building would take about 2 years, right? And so after that, and then you get another contract with another company. Then
Same
you take it
company,
on.
different building.
Oh, so you work for the same company, but after you finish this, then they take you to another building.
That's correct.
Oh, that's how it works. Then you have your crew, or you just go as your own, and then you find a crew.
Usually, sometimes you stay with the same crew. Depends on.
Depends. Yeah.
Lots of things happen in construction.
Okay.
It's
yeah. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, guys, you heard from the guy himself, and about the construction and all that. So, apart from work, I mean, so did you love living in Canada? Like, what are the good things you like about this country?
It's a very free country. There's lots of opportunity in this country.
That's true. That's true.
More so than other countries, like for example, well, it's hard to say stuff about my country because I didn't really experience anything other than childhood. in
Okay.
Denmark.
What made you move? Or did you come here while you were a child or what?
Uh, that's a crazy story. I actually came to visit my dad.
Ah, okay.
My dad left when I was 6 years old, and um, yeah, it's I came to visit when I was 18, and
Okay.
I'm still here.
And you're still here and you're loving it.
It's good.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
good. So
it's
do you visit back home? Do you have,
uh,
yeah, do
the
you visit? Do
last
you go back?
time the last time I was back home was actually 2011.
Oh,
So
2011.
11 years ago.
Oh, 11 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, but I think most of your family is here, or?
Mm, I have no. I have my father is here,
Yeah.
and my brother.
Oh, and your sibling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's quite a story. That's quite a story there. Wow. And wow. I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. I mean, my perception is like anytime I find a person from Western, I just feel or think they're Canadian. But I forget that Canada is a land of so many immigrants. By the way, I'm an immigrant myself. Like, this is a country which welcomes a large platform and everybody from every country. Like, they welcome us. And I mean, the fact that it's a land of many opportunities, I mean, and I'm very grateful for that. Canada has given people and many people quite a platform, to be able to work and raise their families and all that. And anyway, I am actually very grateful for that. And wow, I didn't even think that you were Danish. I thought that you were just Canadian, but still, you're still Canadian because I mean, we've been here for quite some time.
I've been here for some time.
Yeah.
But did you know that, for example, USA
Yeah.
and Canada
Mm-hmm.
is the only two countries in the world
Yeah.
where, for example, you can move from another country
Mm-hmm.
and you can become Canadian. You cannot move from like any other country in the world
In Europe and become the.
to Kenya and become Kenyan.
By the way, it's true.
Or you cannot move from any country in the world to Denmark and become Danish.
And become Danish, but
You can move any country in the world to Canada and become Canadian.
and also US and become US citizen.
And you become an American.
And become an American. Yes, that's a wow, amazing. That is quite amazing. I never thought about it that way, by the way. Because, by the way, yeah, only many people, they'll tell you, yes, I'm Canadian. But then when you talk further and go back to the roots, they'll be like, oh, actually, my origin is not Canadian, is maybe Indian, is maybe, Kenyan. But the fact that they've stayed here for about maybe 40 years, like 30 years, like you, 20, what, then they're privileged to get that citizenship and they can call themselves, or they can be called as Canadians, and that's a good thing. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, who doesn't want to? I mean, that's a good thing. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. So what's your take on the rise of gasoline, a rise of gas right now? Like, everything is like going up, push, 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 push. What's your take on that? Like,
it's just it's inflation has become just incredibly high over the last few months. It's not just gas prices that has
it's groceries
gone up.
as well. Yes, food
The
stuff.
prices of beef is
Yes.
just through the roof.
Yes.
The cost of living is gone up. I think I heard it's gone up somewhere around 6 to 8%.
6 to 8%.
Just in the last
Oh my
4 or
God.
5 months, I think.
That is a lot high.
That's really high.
That's really high. Wow, wow. And it's so high, but wow. I mean, do you think it's going to go down? Do you think
It's
it's
hard
going
to say.
And what?
What's causing it?
Yes,
It's
what
hard
pushed
to say,
it?
really. That I really honestly
Yeah.
I haven't really followed the news.
Yeah.
Um,
Late.
the reason for me not following the news personally is because I believe that the amount of influence that's been through the news lately is they've used it not actually for news but
But
to
for
influence
to
people.
influence people, yeah.
Yes, and
So.
so, but then prior to that, like good news doesn't sell.
Mm-hmm.
So like, why am I watching the news
Mm-hmm.
and getting in a bad mood because there's nothing but bad news all the time.
Yeah, I know. I can relate. I can actually relate. Yeah. Like, I mean, wow, wow, wow. Like sometimes, yeah, you would watch and what you just seeing, it's like unbelievable. Like it's like, they kind of like, like now, like whatever is happening, I don't want to go so much deep into that, but whatever is happening like in Russia, whatever we're hearing in the news, sometimes you don't know if it's even political affiliated, associated, you don't know if it's whatever the news is bringing. Sometimes probably it's just even just one side of the story, and it's
I think
it's a lot.
personally,
Mm-hmm.
there's a good possibility I could be wrong, but I think personally lately, what the news have been is just to sidetrack people, and
Mm-hmm.
there's probably a greater purpose in the world right now,
Yeah.
and I think the news is just kind of just in there to program people in a sense.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Okay, and one last more question before we close. I'd like to know your take on right now. Canada has accepted lots of Ukrainians, like lots of you know we all know what is happening in the world right now, and Canada has. I read somewhere in the news like Canada has lifted lots thousands of people from Ukraine to come here.
Yeah,
And do you think that's gonna like reflects on the job opportunities and all that, or do you think it's still going to be the same, or what do you think about that?
that's a difficult question I think to answer because I think only time will tell.
Yeah, time.
I don't think that. I don't know if they are allowing more people than they have been on a normal
Yeah,
uh, like I don't know if the amount of people that they're accepting is more than they usually do. Like so,
yeah, it's
it's
more.
it's a lot
It's
more.
a lot more.
So there's a chance that that could make some sort of effect
Yeah.
on.
So only time can tell.
I think so.
Yeah,
We'll
only time.
have to wait and see.
We have to wait and see. Wow. Wow, that's amazing to just hear some of this stuff from a different, perspective and all that. It's quite amazing. And wow. Any questions for me?
Um,
um
not yet.
Not yet. Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay, what else? I don't know. What else did I want to ask you? Hmm. Yeah, but yeah. My God. Um. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think we've covered quite a bit, and I just want to thank you so much for actually agreeing to come into my platform and just accepting to have a talk to me and to just have this interaction and get to know each other. And for my guys who are out there, to I want them to have this understanding of how Canada is doing and all that, like how the life is, and yeah, just for them to hear it, you know, from a different perspective and a different person. I mean, it's because most of the guys there are like, oh baby, we would like to come to Canada, would like to come to Canada. And yeah, I think they're going now to once they see this, they're going to be able to make maybe a right decision, you know what I mean, and to get to know, you know, they'll think about it, and they'll know what to do next. They'll know what to do next. So thank you so much for coming to my platform once
Thank
again.
you for having me.
Yes, and I'd like you to check the camera and tell guys to subscribe to Vivian's channel. Tell them.
Go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yay! Yay! Guys, you have heard it from him. Hit that subscribe button because I will be bringing you much entertainment. We're going to have stories, we're going to have a Vivian show like you've seen. We're going to know more about, you know, the lifestyle here in Canada, like, and we're going to compare things between, you know, Canada and Kenya, and we're going to do more cook shows, as I told you, and more interactions. You're going to get to know more about Canada. So guys, thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for tuning in and giving your girl a support. I totally appreciate, and I do not take it for granted, guys. I want to just take this opportunity and thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button, and also for the ones who haven't, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Vivian V, and I will be bringing